Okay, we're making really good progress here. If you're basically content with, you know, now knowing how to essentially fetch stuff from the backend API, then that's fine. We figure that out. If you want to know how we fetch a single article, and eventually how we delete a single article, and we use the actions in our controller in the Rails app, then keep watching. We're gonna get to that. So right now, we're almost done. We're just gonna work on the reducer, and we're gonna handle the case of getting a single article. So we'll say case, or first let's import it, right? So in here we'll say case get article and case get article. And in the case of a get article action, like that, we're going to return spread state with article being action.payload.data. Okay, fairly simple, right? Okay, let's go ahead and close this, and we can close our actions as well. And we're going to go to the show, single article show, and we're going to import connect from React. Is it React Redux or just Redux? I think it's React Redux. Whatever, if it gives us an error, we'll fix it. Import. We're also going to need the action, right? We're going to need get article, single. Get article from, we got to go up into actions and index. Okay, great. So now, as we know, we're going to use connect, and we are going to make map state to props. So let's put that in here, and we're going to have get article, and close that, and let's wrap this in parentheses like that. Okay, let's define our map state to props. What's this error we're getting? Cannot resolve, cannot find. I think I may have mistyped something. Oh, it's actions. Okay. Whoops. We're going to say import from actions. Okay, that should fix it. And here we're going to say map state to props. Pass in state. Open that up. And we're going to return a single article from state.articles.article. Which, if you go back to our reducers, we've defined here, single article. Right, that's our key. Cool. So that's done. Now we can use both this action, get article, and we can use this both with this dot props, right? Which is super cool. Okay, so now we got to think about when we want this specific article to be shown on the page, and we want it to be shown on the page as soon as the user navigates to the page, right? So as we already know, we do that with component will mount. Component will mount, and we're going to pass in what do we want? Now we want to use our get article action, right? And we use it by going this dot props dot get article, and it's a function. So we can say this dot props, and we want to get each article based on its ID. So we say params dot ID. Simple as that. Cool. Now there is some asynchronicity. I don't even know if synchronicity is a word. There is some asynchronousness going on. That's probably not a word either. In the sense that there's time between when the page is rendered and when essentially the article is gotten, right? So if one hasn't been found, like you'll see when you go to web pages, there's like a little sand clock turning around and stuff. So we need to create a less elegant method of showing that it's coming. Like wait, it's coming, or it's loading. So what we're gonna do is use an if statement. So inside our render, we'll say if we don't have an article. Whoops. We are going to show something. What do we want to show? Well, you can show whatever you want. We're just going to show a div that says getting article, please wait or whatever. You can put whatever you want in there. Okay, whoops. Great. Okay, now this isn't right at all. This should be this dot props, and what did we say? Article. So this should be this dot props dot article dot title. Okay, cool. So now when our page loads, it should get the article and everything about it, and it should say title and give us the title of whatever the article is. And I just realized that I just said map state to props here. I didn't say function. I was a little too eager to use map state to props because I love it so much. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and try it out. We'll click, and all right. Well, at least we know our sand clock is working, or our spinner, but we're not getting anything. So I have sneaking suspicion this may have to do with our controller. So maybe the before action isn't working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put it in there, and I'm gonna say something like I guess it'll be a render. Render JSON. We'll say something like @article equals article, find params, find each one by their ID. And I really set article should be working, but whatever. Maybe it's not rendering it as JSON. Let's just see if this works. There we go. Okay, so it was there. There's our title. Awesome. Donald Trump's president. Hillary, boo, isn't president. Sad day. Very, very sad day. I don't like to get political, but I really thought she was going to win. Alright, this video has run long enough. I'll see you in the next one, where we'll deal with deleting each one of these. See you then.